Hello and welcome to TBS Dateline. I'm Melanie Schwimmer, and today we'll be talking about China's one-child policy and the effect it has had on their society. We have 4 great interviewees, so stick around. The one-child policy was put in place in China in 1979 in an attempt to control the ever-growing population. Since then, 336 million abortions have happened. This is a very controversial issue in both China and across the world. Today we'll hear from both sides of the story. Our first interviewee is Tong Yang, who had a striking realization about her life.
Hello. Over the past few days, I've realized that when I was younger, my parents didn't want me. In China, boys are more valuable than girls because they're more capable of things and more beneficial. My parents wanted to have an abortion with me, but couldn't because we didn't have enough money.
Do you think there's a way to overcome the discrimination against girls in China?
Yes, to find more value in the girls.
Thank you so much for speaking with us today. Stick around. Our next interviewee is Wang Peng. He is a government official in China, and here is his side of the story on this controversial issue.
I think the one-child policy should stay in place because there will be more jobs open and it doesn't strain our natural resources. Also, there will be less pollution because less people are using up gas.
Why else do you think the policy is a good idea?
Well, the policy has brought in $2.7 billion in revenue and slowed our rate of natural increase.
Thank you so much, Wang Peng. Our next interviewee is Leo. She has had a very traumatic experience because of the one-child policy.
On my way home from school one day, I was assaulted. Ever since then, that memory has left a scar on my heart.
There are many cases like this because since the one-child policy has put in place. Why do you think so?
Boys are preferred over girls in China. The one-child policy has made a huge gender imbalance. Because of this, many men have been left without wives.
Thank you for sharing your story. Our next interviewee is Mao Su Fei. She is here to share her story about the one-child policy with us.
I was 6 months pregnant with a beautiful baby girl when my husband forced me to have an abortion. All he ever wanted was a boy. A girl just wasn't good enough for him. The decision that the one-child policy forced our family to make tore us apart. We got a divorce and now he'll never be able to have the boy he always wanted.
Do you believe the policy is a human rights issue?
I definitely think so. I think that people should have the right to have as many children as they want. And if he would have let me have the girl if he knew there was a chance of having a boy after.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode of TBS Dateline. I hope you learned something new and enjoyed yourself in the process. Make sure you tune in next week for more information on oil spills. Thank you.